Well, one, we're excited. This is a big week for us. Obviously, recruiting signing periods this week, so we're anxious about tomorrow and the rest of the week, and excited about that. And it's game week. We had 3 days of practice, and then we got 8 games in 20 days. So we got to be ready and know that we're going to play a lot of games with very few practices. But that's kind of why we went through this period. I think today's our 25th practice, so we'll have 28 practices under our belt before we start the season, and I like where we're at. We're starting to get pretty healthy, so hopefully we have 3 good days of healthy practices here leading into the season.
How is Prince and EK's recoveries?
I think they're all doing well. We get a weekly deal from the medical staff, and everything's on pace. So, hopefully EK, I think, we're hopeful that it's no more than a couple weeks. I think he's been out 2 weeks, so we were told right around 4. So hopefully that's the way it works. So hope to have him back in 2 weeks, and then Prince has been somewhere in December. We just haven't been told when. But obviously a little bit more extensive injury there. But he's ahead of schedule, and his rehab's been going very well. So hopefully we'll get him back as soon as we can.
When you went back and looked at the exhibition game, what kind of stood out to you?
Well, the big thing from the exhibition game to what took place on the weekend, I thought we got better, and that was crucial. The things that we worked on after we saw the tape, we had a very, very good start. And a lot of these things are just teaching young guys to blend with the vets of what are important. The first 5 minutes of the game, the end of half, the first 5 minutes out of the locker room, and then obviously the finish. And I thought we did a really good job with start the game and finish. But I didn't like how we finished the half in the exhibition game, nor how we started the second half. So those are things we really talk about, that you don't play the score. Obviously the score was lopsided, but it was more about, can we develop the habits that we need to develop both offensively and defensively over a combination of 40 minutes. And if that's the question, no, we did not over 40 minutes. Did we have periods of it? Yes. And I think what we saw this weekend was more of a 40-minute of really developing the habits that we need to develop, and hopefully we can carry that forward.
You see Lonzo make a steal near half court and then throw a behind-the-back pass. Are you in favor of that? Do you like that kind of thing?
As long as it leads to a basket, yeah. As long as that behind-the-back pass isn't hitting me or somebody on the bench. But, I've never been somebody to take away somebody's personality because I think those of us that played the game, we played it for a reason. We fell in love with the game at an early age, and that's why I've always said I feel very blessed that at my age to still be doing the thing I fell in love with as a kindergartner is a special feeling. So I never want to take away a guy's personality, but in the same token, continue to teach that the possessions, each level possessions get more and more meaning to them, I think, from junior high to high school to collegiate play to the professional level. Those possessions take on meaning, and the ebb and flow of the game takes on a little bit different meaning. So we just don't want to throw away possessions, but I want that personality that he has to continue, and he likes that. He likes that ability to play that way, and we're never going to take that away. It's just making the right play at the right time and making it as simple as you can, directing in what's going to be positive play is the most important thing.
Do you have a favorite style of pass that he throws that you like?
No, because he's a very good passer. I think the one thing as a shooter, you like passes that hit you in the shooting pocket, and a lot of his passes hit you here. You're not bending over or jumping up to get them. He hits you in the flow of the shot, but he has the ability to push the ball ahead. And that's a unique ability as a point guard, to get the ball advanced as quickly as you can. And that sometimes it's the dribble, most of the times it's the pass. And so I love it when the pass is thrown ahead and we can initiate offense sooner than later, and he has the ability to do that.
Depth and rotation, I guess, have been problems since you took over this program. How do you feel that kind of area of your team is right now heading into this season?
Well, we've addressed most of that. Obviously we have 4 very talented guards, so a lot of those minutes we can rotate with those guards, and as long as we stay away from injury, be able to put high-level elite guards on the floor at the same time and still get somebody rest. And as you've seen, at least in the exhibition game, and we did it again over the weekend, able to put all 4 of them out there at the same time because of the rest that they can get during each half. So that gives us versatility in the backcourt. We got Prince, who will eventually join us. That'll add depth. But where our depth really has been enhanced is the front court, because we've been really handcuffed for 3 years of not having really more than 3 bigs and 4 at the most. And now you're looking at 5, 6 bigs when EK's healthy. So we're able to rotate size and length and athleticism. And hopefully that means during the course of the season, we're able to wear down opponents instead of ourselves being worn down, which I thought happened last year.
Is it going to change the way you manage games, just knowing that you have that option now to be able to switch and mix and match?
It used to be ebb and flow of the game, but we've gotten into a pretty good rotation right now. Obviously, EK comes back, Prince comes back. That changes, maybe how we do things with our rotations and stuff. But it's really about getting more efficient, to where Isaac and Bryce aren't 37, 38 minutes, and Aaron's not 34, 35 minutes. Their minutes all be up, but somewhere in that 30, 28 to 33 range for all of our guards, and yet be more efficient, and so they're not as tired, and I think we saw that last year. We just got wore down. We had a really good start to the season, and as we got into league play, you could tell that we had guys that just wore down because of logging a lot of minutes, and hopefully we can get them to where their minutes are still up, but not at the level where we're asking them to play 38 to 40 minutes and get a little bit more efficient with those minutes.
Is there anything you did in strength and conditioning to kind of counter that, or was that just a natural thing that was unavoidable because of the way?
Yeah, we really had no other options last year. There wasn't a whole lot of other options as far as reducing minutes, especially with Isaac and Bryce. Those guys had to log a lot of minutes, and I don't think it's just the minutes, it's what's asked of them. Both of them had to be scorers. Both of them had to handle the ball without turning the ball over. Both of them had to guard at a high level, stay out of foul trouble while you're doing it. Especially I think in regard to Bryce, he's had so much responsibility a year ago, and now the development of Aaron and now the addition of Lonzo has taken away some of that stress of, I don't have to bring the ball up all the time and get us in an offense and make sure this. That can be somebody else's stress, and that's freed him up to do what he can really do, and that's shoot the basketball. So hopefully that just makes everybody a little bit more efficient.
Have you noticed a difference between the mood of the team from last year at this point to right now?
Well, it's a new team, so obviously the vets have been a part of the good, Sweet 16s and Pac-12 title. That's Bryce and Isaac's been a part of that. Tom's been a part of that. And then they were a part of the bad last year. And then the new guys haven't been a part of any of it. So we really hasn't really been talked a whole lot about what happened last year, as far as we really set that culture and tone of what we were going to do in the spring. Moving forward, when the new guys joined us in the summer, we've had the Australia trip. This is a whole new team, and they've really moved on to that. So what happened last year really has little to no impact on this year's team, because it is a different team.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks.